Hi there, Malcolm here with my 218th Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you my review of my book of the month for the second month of the year, Saturation Point by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I have a massive pile of books to read, so of course I'm going to get one out of the library. I went to the library, this looked quite short and standalone, and Adrian Tchaikovsky is one of our new favourite authors, so I thought, let's give it a go, support our local library. And so Saturation Point is set in a world post-COVID, post-global warming, and everything's even more sucky than it is now. But in certain areas, nature is fighting back and jungles are regrowing, but they're regrowing harder and tougher, and in spite of everything humanity's thrown at the planet. And needless to say, these places are nasty. And we follow a group of hapless idiots who are tasked with going in to do a thing with the expected results, really. And these places are hot and they're extraordinarily humid, hence the term saturation point, which basically means that if you sweat, the air is so full of moisture that the sweat doesn't evaporate, doesn't cool the body down, and indeed you end up cooking in your own juices. So they have to go in wearing specialised cooling suits and sleeping in specialised cooling tents. And of course things very quickly go wrong and there's lots of dead people. And in that it was pretty standard fare. We have seen this before with Eden by Tim Leben and Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Okay, they did different things with this theme, but for the base part it's go in with guns, and the environment itself is so dangerous that it ends up killing your people before we even come across the weird creatures as well. And of course people aren't who they claim to be, the mission isn't what it was supposed to have been, and there's certain other aspects of what's going on which are eventually revealed, and there we go. This is sort of told in the point of view of a diary entry by one of the people who go in. She years ago was in this place with a esteemed professor and was one of the few survivors of that expedition, and this one is to go in to find this professor who has subsequently returned to do something, and they've got to find out just what it is she's up to. But yeah, I felt it was alright, but a little bit derivative of Eden and Annihilation and other similar type stories. I said worth buying because it was quite short and standalone, and the twists and turns were very twisty and turny, and I suppose the environmental message it was quite trying to say, I'm not completely oblivious to what the environmental message should have been. It's quite clear. And there are some different things that feature in the story that don't feature in the other two I've mentioned. So there's enough in it that was different, but I don't know, while reading, I just felt I've seen this in Annihilation. I've not read Annihilation, I've watched the film. I've seen this in Annihilation, or I've read this in Tim Leben's Eden, or even in the short story collection Old Venus that I read last year. There was a couple of similar type stories in all that. It just didn't feel different enough, I think. But if you like that sort of thing, I think it's definitely worth a go. And yes, I did a little bit of research, and indeed, and all the stories I felt it was derivative of did come out before this one. So there you go, Saturation Point by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Have you read it? Did you enjoy it? Do you feel like it was too similar to other stories? Or was it different enough? Comments down below, please. And what have you read lately that you thought was really derivative of earlier works? And I mean earlier works. Do some research. The internet is full of idiots claiming such and such copies Harry Potter. Comments down below, please. But as usual, if there's nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, diddly do, or other YouTubey things if you want to. And until next time, see you later.